That's interesting.
Your life will leave no trace.
Noise to the land.
mana.
You sure about that placement? Are you sure about that placement? Detonation time.
Oh.
When I'm ready, and not before. I need more mana. Too much clutter.
Stay safe.
God Slayer.
That's got accuracy too. Yeah. Five cold res. That I could craft onto though. No, never mind. Let's get all prefix. What the heck? Blah, 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 blah.
When I'm ready, and not before. I need more mana.
God Slayer.
more mana.
Bastard's ass.
Bow to my sycophants.
These are flesh vessels, just like you.
The future is bright for those who wait. A sacrifice today.
It's not no burial chamber very much. So. This is really good all around. A lot of different spells.
When I'm ready and not before. More mana.
Come on now, don't got all day.
dead. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot about it.
Hail, Godslayer.
Exposure to my good.
When I'm ready and not ready. I need more mana. When I'm ready and not before. mana. When I'm ready and not before.
A sacrifice today is a blessing tomorrow.
Too much clutter.
God Slayer. Hail, God Slayer. Hail, God Slayer.
When I'm
Your
ready.
tolerance of the intolerable is admirable.
I need more mana. before. I need more mana.
Hail, God's light. Hail, God's light.
When I'm ready and not before. I need more mana.
Greetings. Every little bit helps. Good luck. May innocence watch over you.
I got it this time.
Come on now. Don't got all day.
When I'm ready and not before. Everything
Shall we?
dies.
Aye.
God Slayer.
I need more mana. When I'm ready and not before.
Oh.
How's the trail?
Got my eye on you.
Oh, God, man. Oh, Lord.
When I'm ready and not I need more mana.
Oh. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that.
When I'm ready and not before. Just in time. Ah, there you are. Ready to read. Time to go. Good job, Exile. Just in time. When I'm ready, and not before.
Wow, D-Blade, what's up, brother? Jim beckons your approach to join the DOJ. You know that. How you doing, brother? Ooh. I've been a busy man lately. It's hard to get online, man. Warzone, schmorzone, you know. I just ain't real. Just not really interested in Warzone. Maybe one of these days. I'll tell you what I would play if everybody would be up for it. Oh, I'm real scared. I'm real scared. I'll be honest. Yeah, I get detailed. I get detailed 101. Hey, I'll tell you what I would play though. Seriously. A good survival game. So, like Arma. I got Arma 3.
I need more mana.
If y'all want to play Arma 3, man. Arma 3's good. Good game. Never played it, but I've got the game. What else do I have? I have DayZ. I have DayZ also. I think that game's a lot better than it used to be. I'd play that. I would play DayZ. Oh yeah, The Forest 2, yeah. What kind of multiplayer is going to be on that? I actually don't know. Oh yeah, I don't know why I did that. Look at this. This man summons ballistas to shoot. I use Arcanist brand to apply curses. I use these traps to apply I mean, you pretty much customize your skills in this game, right? So if you want a skill to poison, you can use chance to poison gems. You can stack poison. Well, I need to play this, man. This game's pretty great. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I was thinking, man, you could do some duos, man. Like 2 people on Path of Exile is better than 100 people beating up a toddler. I mean, it's like cheating. You literally win instantly. You step in there, brother, let's say you're level 1. You don't even have nothing. 2 people, you good, brother. One person gonna aura stack, the other person, I mean, you're gonna detail all the way to school. I mean, you'll be the principal. You know, you don't class in session, dismissed. You know. Ooh, company here. Company of Heroes, that sounds kind of interesting. You know, there's always been one downside to me in video games. There's actually one downside. It seems like shooting games are the most popular, and they're my least favorite. So I'm always like, I'd rather play. Actually, that'd be a good game. Jeez. DayZ, I like DayZ because of the survival aspect. Like, if there's not a survival aspect, I don't want to play it. Like, I don't want to play Call of Duty. I don't want to play, you know, only reason I play Overwatch is, I'll be honest with you, Jim told me I had to. I'm being serious. Man told me. He said, son. He said, if you don't play that game, let's just say I'm gonna scissor kick your ass. And if you scissor kick somebody in your gym, basically they cease to exist. So I had to play. No, I never would play that.
Ah, there you are.
I never would play that. Never. Oh. I say. Okay. I show. Okay. I'm going wild on them right now. OGBallista going crazy. Sheesh. I say. Say today. Oh, I should have got that. I didn't kill that. I didn't kill that bastard. Dead, son. You dead now. Hold on, I gotta get that portal. I had plenty of time to get it. Yeah, I had plenty of time on the clock tonight.
Good job.
Oh, okay. You want to know something, man? Jim's been looking for you, brother. You know what that man finds what he gets? Detail 101. Gym class in session. What are you playing nowadays, man? Are you playing any games? You don't really, haven't really seen you on anything lately. Might need to play some of that Path of Exile. That'll revive you. That'll revive your faith in gaming, man. If you play that, I'll be honest with you. If you play Path of Exile for a week and don't like it, I'll give you $100. I mean, instantaneous. Like, it's not basically, and I don't even have $100. Like, I know you're gonna like it. I know you're gonna like it. You know, it's not a question of will you. It's a question of, if you tell me you don't, I know you're lying because I know you gonna like it. Man, that game's good. That game's real good. Oh. I'm gonna be honest with you. If that man said that, please run because he's going crazy. He's actually going crazy. Whoa! And you do not want that man going wild. You do not want that. That's the last thing you want. You don't want Jerry on detail alert. If that man goes on detail alert, hunting season may be in session and it might not be animals. I mean, that man's crazy. Sheesh. I know, I like Jerry. He's alright, I guess. Oh, what am I doing, bro? Losing my mind and oh, okay. You can't hit me, son. Papa's in fleet. Oh, okay. I've become more than a man. I've become a machine. I've become a cyborg. Servitude of Jim. Phew. I should not have done that. You know, if I was a patient person, I'd just take it slow. Which I am kind of slow this game, I guess. These people are a lot faster, I'll tell you that. I'm actually not that quick at it. Whoa! Whoa! I say whoa. Oh, Hogwarts Legacy. How you enjoying that, man? That's one of my favorite games. I've never even played it. But it's literally one of my favorites right now. I love it.
A sacrifice today is a blessing tomorrow.
Never played it, but I love that game. I'll tell you that. That I would play. Just not today because I'm too cheap to buy it. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah. Let's get that on detail 101.
I need more mana.
Gem on one. Just line them up, son. Light them up. God. Oh yeah, because is the boss possessed? No, there were two bosses. Oh, okay. Bastards got detailed. Put those guys on detail alert. Oh, is it? Well, that's good. You know, this game has a great crafting system, man. All of this you can craft with. I mean, how could you ignore this game? How could you? You'd have to be almost a criminal. You'd actually would have to be a criminal, to be honest with you. I hate to say that.
Godslayer, good day.
I just wish I had somebody to game with on here. If Strider fixed his computer, he said he'd play, but I mean that man's surfing the time stream. He probably won't be back in the present time until another goddamn 1,000,000 years. I mean yeah, he plays. No, he don't play anymore. Plus, he don't play with people. He plays solo. I play solo too, so I guess I don't even know why I'm asking about that. I'll tell you what I am gonna do. Detail 101, class in session. I'm going on Strand map. You craft your maps too, so the base of this is Strand. Right now, I'm running a 6-link with explosive arrow, ballista totem support, which makes explosive arrow into a totem. Deadly elements, which 43% more damage with elements, 80% less damage with hits. Less damage with hits. Ignite proliferation. Ignites caused by supported skill spread to other enemies within a radius of 20. 24% more damage with Ignite. So basically I'm stacking Ignite, right? So the first hit of the arrow, when a ballista shoots, you want high attack speed because you want it to hit as many arrows in before they all explode as possible. So you want your attack speed to scale up. And once all the arrows are in, you don't do damage with the arrows, you do damage with the Ignite damage over time, fire damage over time after the arrows explode. So I'm actually doing damage after the arrows explode. That's the damage I'm stacking right now. This actually, that just gives one extra totem. I mean, that's actually a piece of shit other than that. I need to switch this part of my gear, man. Oh, this is a good one right here because 1% of attack damage it leaves his life against chilled enemies. Well, I'm not going to have anything chill. Well, I mean, if I ran Skitter bots, I could chill enemies. I might do that. Ignites you inflict with attacks deal damage 35% faster. So your ignites are a lot faster on damage, so you pretty much have to run that, right? He gets on that PoE grind. Well, let me tell you something, brother. If you sat down for a PoE grind, I'll be honest with you, if you enjoy games, you probably ain't getting up for another week. I mean, if you've never played this game, if I sat down right now and I've never played this game, I wouldn't get up for a week. I'd probably die. Like, that's how good it is. I probably would cease to exist. The only reason I'm still alive, well, because I have to work. Other than that, I'm just kidding. I don't really play that much. I should, though. I should do a 48-hour stream. Now, that would be incredible. Okay.
You can't leave this dream.
This mechanic is delirium. So during delirium, you have this little thing down here. Everything in Path of Exile you have to do fast, right? So the faster I go with this, the more rewards I get down there, right? So I'm incentivized to go fairly quick. See how it's stacking up the more enemies I kill. So that's the delirium mechanic. There's a pretty big guy right there. Okay, this right here, you do rituals and then you can pick items. That's that mechanic. Which I'm not gonna pick that up. Strand is a pretty easy map. It's straightforward. Just follow the sand. The beachy sand and all. I think it's kind of modeled after Act 1. Yeah, it's modeled after Act 1. See, and there's a boss. You see on the mini map, a delirium boss just popped up. Or something popped up. Yeah, there he is. We'll see if I can detail his ass. You get random delirium bosses during delirium sometimes, so you can get a random. Yeah, he's detailed 101. Jim just took him back to kindergarten. Okay, here's another mechanic right here. This is Expedition. So Expedition, you actually highlight your rewards and it explodes it at the end, and you get monsters and stuff depending on the rewards you've stacked. Oh, there's a lot of mechanics on here, dude. It's fucking unbelievable. This is all crafting stuff. Like, there's more mechanics on here than any other game, dude. They update this game every 3 months. They put a lot of work into this game. I wouldn't do it. I mean, dude, what they need to do is just update it every year. I mean, that's what most people do. I mean, fuck. They update this game a lot, dude. They put a lot of work in this game. The people that made this game actually really care about it. They actually really do. It's surprising. But they do piss off the community a good bit. But alright, let's keep going. Ooh, you need to get that thing on download. You need to get that thing. Speed that up. There's more, okay? So, the rewards you can get can be random. There's 3 jewelry rewards. There's 1. I mean, you stack that. You got that detail 101 right there, son. Gee. Oh, here's another one right here. I'll show you this mechanic in a second. The reason I've got all these mechanics... Oh, there's a gold ring. Highwayman. I believe that's what that is. Yeah, that's the Highwayman ring. Okay. Let's detail them. You see how the timer went down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds? That's because the delirium, I wasn't keeping up good with the delirium fog. See, it's popped up again. So I'm trying to outrace the timer right now on delirium, which I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can throw Jim into the mix. Get that man on detail alert. Get him on detail. You pretty much got it. Depending on the size of your map and how you roll the map, etc., you actually get more rewards from those. That actually ain't that much, dude. Sometimes you'll get a full screen of fucking loot. Of course, in this game, you have to use loot filters because without the filter, I mean, you have... What I mean. This mechanic right here, every league they add mechanics and most of them are kept in the game. So there's probably like 30 plus mechanics in the game. Like, you'll never run out of things to do in this game. It's impossible. And the league changes every 3 months. So every 3 months you basically, it's like playing a new game every 3 months, pretty much. Like a whole new game. Like, totally different experience. Like, the mechanics are way different.
Too much clutter.
On a lot of, well, not way different. I shouldn't say that. I mean, sheesh. You get stash tabs too for uniques. Essences you collect, so it lets you craft an item with a guaranteed affix. So right here, if I craft this on, if I use a Screaming Essence of Greed on a helmet, it'll give me 80 to 89 life, maximum life. And how you know that is when you press Alt, it tells you the affixes. See, flexible athletes. So tier 2 life is athletes, 89. So I could actually have the highest tier essence actually gives me more life than a regular rolled affix, just regular drop. So you actually crafting with essence is actually a good thing to do right now. If you do harvest, you can re-roll. So reforge rare item with random modifiers, including a fire, including a cold, lightning, physical, life, defense. Chaos, attack, caster. If you look at this, all of these affixes have tags. So, suffix modifier of the Thunderhead to lightning resistance. If you look on there, it'll tell you all the tags you need to know. Where was I at? Oh yeah, it's elemental, it's lightning, and it's a resistance. So if I want to be more likely to roll lightning affixes, I can re-roll with a random modifier, including a lightning modifier. You know, there's just ways to craft. You can also re-roll a rare item more likely to receive or less likely to receive, same modifiers. You can change different than essences into a different one of the same tier. So if you have a bunch of essences that you don't use, you can actually re-roll them into essences that you could use, like to craft life, or if you're stacking energy shield, maybe energy shield, etc. I was gonna see if I could detail something real quick.
God Slayer.
I didn't actually know what that ring was. They add uniques to the game all the time. 55% increased damage with bleeding. You're chilled while bleeding. Non-chilled enemies you inflict bleeding are chilled. The uniques in this game, man, are really... They're out there, I'll tell you that. I mean, it's kind of actually hard to even know what to use them for sometimes, unless you, like... Some of them are kind of bad, actually.
Hail, God Slayer.
They kind of revamped them. Yeah, it was the highwayman. I'm probably just going to sell all this shit.
God Slayer.
That's got a lot of accuracy. This character, even though it's a witch, scales accuracy due to the fact that the totems that she summons actually do attack damage. It's considered attacks. So that's the only downside of this build, is you have to get accuracy, which is a pain in the ass. Which, that's a lot of accuracy. It's not enough to justify switching that bitch out, though. Pretty much, man. You gotta play it for at least 10 years. Yeah. You gotta play it a lot, man. You gotta play. Log in, bro. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's see. Oh, you also get Kirak missions, too. Dude, there's so many mechanics in this game, it'll blow your fucking mind, dude. Expedition. So you have expedition lockers. You have these expedition logbooks you can use like maps and go on. Here's all the skill gems in the game, dude. Ground Slam, Cleave. I mean, all these are active skill gems. Then you have support gems that support the active gems. Cold to fire support. Multiple totem support. Brutality. This is good if you're doing physical damage. If you're doing a melee character, multi-strike. And then you have green gems. So you have active gems that are dexterity based. Then you have active gems that are intelligence based. That's why if you look at this, it's broke down like this is dexterity. This is this side's dexterity. This side is strength based, and this is intelligence, and then the hybrid classes are a mixture of that. So I can dip down into this side of the tree if I want to. I can go anywhere. I can come down here and pick up these totem supports right here all the way on the other side of the tree if I want to. Or if I'm not playing a totem build, I can go through here and pick up. This right here gives me mana reservation. And this tree has changed every league. I mean, they change this tree every league, dude. Like, even if you memorize this tree, next league you may have to rememorize it. Which there's a lot of things they keep in. They kept a lot of this stuff in. Like, that's if you're stacking crit multiplier. So you have crit chance, crit multi. So if you crit, then your crit multi multiplies your damage. I was stacking that with my Spark character. 30% more spell damage when low life. If you see something like this, this changes your build a lot. So like up here, like this one right here, maximum life becomes 1, immune to chaos damage. So if you take this, you're immune to chaos. So if you're stacking energy shield, you might take this. If I went over here and took this, I would die in one hit. Because I'm not stacking energy shield. So if I didn't know what I was doing and pathed over here and took this, I could get one-shotted and killed. Just because I didn't realize what I had taken. Like, some of these stuffs really changed your character a lot, man. Acrobatics, maximum chance to dodge spell hits is 75%. Modifiers to chance to suppress spell damage. Instead, apply to chance to dodge spell hits at 50% of their value. Some of this stuff's hard to understand, to be honest with you, dude, unless you've played for a while. Projectile attack hits deal up to 30% more damage to targets at the start of their movement, dealing less damage to targets as the projectile travels further. So you just do more damage up close, basically. I don't think that's worth taking. A lot of these aren't that good, to be honest with you. What people usually do now, ever since they added these large jewel sockets to the tree, you can actually craft. Let me find some. You can actually craft on these cluster jewels, and it changes your tree. Let me show you one. Like right here, this gives fire resist, and so let's say your character does physical damage over time. You might pop one of these in. I mean, I don't know. I'll show you. So I just pop that in my tree. Oh, I don't have access to one yet. But anyway, I can just pop this in my tree and it opens up a cluster with these. And I can just, like, I can even customize clusters that I use. So crafting's a big deal. So if you craft a really, really good cluster, like for this character, I would use this. I would craft on this cluster. And clusters can have up to 4 affixes. Because this gives 2 added passive skills or jewel sockets. So you get 2 jewel sockets. Added small passives grant 12% increased fire damage. That's an 11 passive skill though. So it's going to have 11 skills. This large cluster has 8 skills. You preferably want 8 because you want to keep it minimal. But yeah, see that one's 10% increased attack damage. So the delirium mechanic I was doing earlier drops these clusters. So that's why I've got it activated. So you can customize your Atlas tree. Let me look. Here's the Atlas tree. So your maps have plus 10% chance to contain breaches, expedition. That's what I was running earlier. We explode. So I added expedition node. You can customize your maps from this tree. So if you want to kill bosses, you can run up here to the bosses. If you want to run more delirium, you see how I'm putting these delirium nodes? That's why I'm getting delirium in a lot of my maps, because there's increased chance to get it. There's also more bosses. Boss in your maps, 50% increased simulacrum splinters. What that is, when you get simulacrum splinters together, I'll show you the fragments real quick. These fragments you collect, you put them in the map device, and you can run bosses. That's how you run bosses right now. You run breaches with these. These are scarabs. You can put in your map to get bonuses. So 35% increased map and area, 3 additional harbingers, adds elder influence, and you can upgrade these too to winged where the scarabs are okay. I don't run scarabs right now because on my Atlas tree I have put stream of consciousness. So your maps cannot be modified by fragments other than divine vessels. Your maps have 50% more base chance to contain extra content. So if you just want to like craft a quick map and just run it without fragments, this is really good. It gives you a lot more content. So this increases all the content I put in. It just increases all content by percentage. So if there's content you don't want to run, you can also do that too, but you have to allocate it down here. See, I've allocated, so I can't get metamorphs in my maps, I can't get blight, I can't get abysses, and I can't get the sacred grove. All these are mechanics. So there's like 10 different mechanics right here that you can potentially block. That's not even the total mechanics. Like I've also got your maps contain additional strong box. You have essences. Einhar, doing Einhar missions. I don't really do that. I mean, you can do that if you're hunting for uniques on solo self-found, because I play solo self-found, but that's more Einhar stuff. Beasts, blights. Oh, I hadn't showed you one of these Eldritch altars, so you can run with Searing Exarch influence or Eater of Worlds, and once you run like 28 maps, you get to fight the bosses of these, and they have drops and stuff. So there's more Searing Exarch stuff over here. When you press this, it highlights similar See, if you notice, I have a lot of stuff in the expedition nodes. There's the map nodes. Increases your map drops. So I have these 3 main ones filled out. I have shrines, so I have some shrine nodes filled out. Because I like shrines. They give you more monsters, and they also give you a buff. So you get a buff and a crowds of monsters around them. So you get loot and a buff to your character. So those are actually not... It's actually good to put into shrines early on. I mean, and actually keep into them if you really want to. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. And these are all the tier of maps. You work up to tier 16, and you have unique maps. You have influence maps with bosses. I mean, there's so many stash tabs for this game. It's unbelievable. All your oils you can get, fossils, you can craft with fossils. Divination cards that give you stuff. You can collect divination cards that give you stuff once you collect a full set of them. And you can trade them too, so you can use them for currency. They have inherent value based on their... You can also get foil items if you drop a reliquary key, but I've only dropped 2 so far. I got a foil... What is it? Oh yeah. I got a 4 gold rim, and what you do, characters can actually... or players can actually opt in to... I think it's like a package you can get where you put in like whatever unique item you want to be in the reliquary drops, and it fluctuates. There's some... GGG says that I don't know if they're really, but they're supposed to fluctuate the drop rates depending on the rarity of the items that are put into the pool. So if people decide to put a lot of rare items into it, then the likelihood of dropping a reliquary key is really minimal. If people start adding a lot of like uniques to the pool that are not that rare, then you'll see a lot of the keys. So I got 2 of them to drop. You just put the key in the map device, and then you go in there and you open a chest, and it gets you. But a lot of uniques in this game do a lot of different things. Like this unique right here, with at least 1,000 strength, 1.97% of damage dealt by your raised zombies is leached to you as alive, plus 1 maximum number of raised zombies per 500 strength. So with this item, a lot of people, when people used to run zombie minions, you know, every 500 strength, you stack strength to get more zombies. A lot of these uniques have different mechanics like that. Like this one right here, plus 1 maximum number of holy relics. You can, it's just a type of minion. This gives you a lot of spell suppression. Spell suppression just halves your spell damage, so you actually want it to be at 100%. This right here gives, it increases your physical damage taken, but it increases your melee critical strike by like 120 something. That's actually pretty good. 40 to 60%, 40 to 60 physical damage per attack. So it's kind of like a glass cannon kind of thing. Oh, there's the other one I got. Now this right here, 647% more physical damage. This is actually a good item. This is a full item that I got. This is actually used in an in-game build, but it's... I wouldn't do it solo self-found. You actually run like on the strength side of the tree, Marauder, and I can't remember. I guess it don't matter what you ascend to, but you actually use this unarmed. It's an unarmed build. I've never fucking played it though. Oh, there's an old mechanic too. If you see an item that says Rampage, you gain Rampage bonuses for killing multiple enemies in quick succession. So if you have an item that says Rampage, when you start killing enemies, you'll get a like a little kill count up here, and the more you kill, like if you stop killing for 1 or 2 seconds, it'll after a while it'll go away. But the more you kill in a row quickly enough, it stacks up damage and it stacks up speed and everything. And if you get like a headhunter too, if you wear like a headhunter belt, man, you get affixes from rare mobs. So if you kill a rare monster, you can potentially get one of its affixes, and you stack a bunch of affixes, and your character becomes like almost immortal. Like it becomes like a god or something. But headhunter's kind of rare to find. Like if I dropped a headhunter right now, I'd probably give you $1,000. I would go overhead right now because it ain't gonna happen, brother. Actually, you can't naturally drop it, to be honest with you. Now you could chance it. Because with chance orbs, well, no, you can't chance it. You'd have to. No, hold on. No, you have to use ancient orbs. You can use ancient orbs. It says reforges a unique equipment as another of the same item class. But if you're using ancient orbs to roll headhunter, since headhunter's from the Nemesis League, you actually have to roll Nemesis on your map device. Which I don't even know if it's on here. They might have changed that. You might not even have to do that anymore. But used to you had to roll Nemesis on your map device before you could even roll for a headhunter. And how you would roll is a headhunter's base of leather belt. So you just spam this on a leather belt of a certain like item level. It's not worth doing because you're probably not going to get one. Oh, you can also craft with Eldritch currency that gives you Eldritch implicits. They keep adding shit to the game, man. Like Eater of Worlds implicits. It's hard to remember all this shit, man. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. But anyway, dude, if you want to play, that's a quick rundown. There's a lot more, though. That's like... I didn't even actually scratch the surface, to be honest with you. Okay, here we go. Mineral pools. I guess I'll run that. Johnny be good. It is made for solo play. That's why I play solo, honestly. But the thing about this game that's cool, though, is if you do play in a party and, like, let's say you play in a party and y'all and you agree to split up the loot to help each of your characters, and you actually run the game like in a group of 2 of you or 3 or whatever, the more people you have in your party, your drops are exponentially better. So if we had a full party of 6, the drops would be insane. Like the drops would be literally, it'd be criminal how much you drop. If you play solo, you don't get near as many drops. But like just with 2 people, you get a lot more drops. It's a diminishing returns on drops. So like with 2 or 3 people, you actually get a lot more drops. And then plus, like if something drops for your build, or let's say y'all get a drop that's fucking, you might change your build depending on what drop you get. Like if you drop a certain item, you might say, well, hell, I'm changing my build now because this item goes with this. So you make another character and, you know, especially if you're playing solo self-found. Like if you're playing solo self-found, there's certain drops. Like if you got that drop, you say, well, I guess I can build around this item that I dropped that normally would never drop. I mean, it's been like 3 or 4 leagues I hadn't seen it drop. It dropped this time, you know, so fuck. Maybe I'll try to build around it because, hell, that's a rare goddamn item, you know. I mean, there's stuff that just don't drop, man. You're not going to see it drop. Even if you play like 3 months, you're not going to see it. It's actually sad. Well, 3 months, I say that. If you play 3 months, you will see it. But you got to be a fucking Chinese gold miner. I mean, you got to be a crazy person to go that hard. You got to be fucking criminal. Actually, you wouldn't have to be criminal. You actually could be a pro streamer. I hadn't achieved that yet, though. I only made $50 in 1 year. Oh, shit. I'll be honest with you, man. I wouldn't recommend playing this because it's really addictive. I actually wouldn't recommend it.
When I'm ready and not
I would not recommend it at all.
life is too precious.
If somebody said, should I play this game? You know what I'd tell them? I'd say no. You should not fucking play it. You should never play it. Turn, look away, you know, walk away. I mean, it's like a fucking drug. You know, it's like saying, should I hit this meth real quick? I mean, should I shoot this up real quick? I mean, no, don't do it. Because you hooked. You hooked for life. Not really, but Diablo 2? I would say that about Diablo 2, though. That's the greatest game ever made. The game's really good. Oh, here's another mechanic that they just... This is the mechanic for this league. So, you get relic drops for going to each one of these. And C, contains major treasure reward, offers items on completion. But you also get affliction, so you're not always taken to the room you select. Monsters impact 25% more resolve. Guards are accompanied by a gargoyle. And you have 4 rounds of these bosses, but there's also a hidden mechanic. Once you get to tier red maps, because every time you get to the end it says there's more that can be unlocked. Once you get to red tier maps, you can like fight this secret boss in there or something. Anyway, but the relics you get give you bonuses like guards take increased damage, maximum resolve, so these can help you. You kind of have to build up. Like, Path of Exile is not about just you do a quick mechanic and you're done. You have to build your character up slowly. So if you're going solo, man, you could actually play the whole league just doing this and still not get everything. Like, you could play like for days and days and days just on this mechanic right here, and you wouldn't even fucking satisfy yourself. I mean, you'd just be playing, and just never stopping. I mean, and there's probably another 50 mechanics just as involved as this. I mean, you never run out of things to do. There's also heists too. Heist is actually really good. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and run all these. But you kind of like, I want to take this, but then I don't want to get this. You're not always taking the room you select. So if I go here, let's check that one. Impact 25% more resolve, accompanied by a gargoyle. So that's probably the easiest one. I'm gonna, oh fuck, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to do this, I guess. Fuck it. Yes, I did. I got like $50-something. Oh, this is a boss one. Okay. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. God, those ballistas are fucking silly, dude. Those ballistas are fucking bonkers. Boo! I just fucking. That was. I'll say that, but I did enter that cheat code. You know, Gym 101. You enter that cheat code in, no matter what you're playing, you basically win the game. You don't even have to play the game. Like, I wouldn't recommend entering that cheat code because it might actually kill you. I mean, that's an underground DOJ secret. I shouldn't even actually tell you that. But don't enter that cheat code, dude. Please don't enter it. You will win every game, like from start to finish. You don't even have to, I mean, you become a pro speedrunner right there. But you have to like climb the mountain gym first. You know, that's gonna take you about 100 quadrillion years if you to climb like basically an inch. I mean, you're not making it, dude, and it's infinitely tall. I mean, you have to be literally taken into discipleship where you can even actually attempt that. I mean, I wouldn't even recommend attempting it. Even if you're in the discipleship, I wouldn't recommend it. I really wouldn't recommend it. So, yeah, I did make $50. I actually did make money. I made money from the subscriptions, and I had some subscriptions and stuff, and they just ended up paying me out because I think they changed it to where they pay you out. I don't know. Anyway, I got paid out. I didn't get to 100, but I did get some kind of money. I say, phew. I say that I love the DOJ. Whoa. Eesh. Those are strong boxes. So when you open those, you get like 3 packs of monsters, up to more, and then, of course, all your maps also have like density, right? So what I would say monster density. So you can roll them for your monster pack size is what they call it, pack size. So if you have 20 packs, well, how many monsters per pack? You've got 30 per pack. You know, that's pretty good. What if you got 100 per pack? What if you've got, instead of 30 packs, you got 60 packs times 100 times? You know, the more you roll your maps, the quicker you get stuff because your drops can just go bonkers. But now, I'm playing solo self-found, so Like, I can't just go out and buy all the best maps and roll them and buy all this currency and roll everything perfect, you know, and have mirror tier fucking maps or whatever. Not mirror tier, but you know what I mean, like rolling with delirium orbs and all kind of shit. Like, I can go crazy on some maps, but I can't do it consistently. So I usually just alch and go, which means I just hit it with an alchemy orb, make it rare, and just run with it, and just run with stream of consciousness as well. So. I used to play minions only, but I quit that because GGG keeps fucking them over. Which I say they keep doing it. Actually, summon Raging Spirit's really good, pretty good right now. I just got sick of them fucking them over, so I just quit. Man. I'm not gonna play something that keep fucking them over. Why would I invest my time doing that shit when they keep doing it? In fact, I'm just not gonna play the skill anymore. And they don't care because I'm still playing the game. So I mean, you know, I'm not gonna quit playing the game. So you know, they already know that. Jeez. Drug dealer. Okay, that. Oh. I gotta show you the vendors for Expedition. These actually. Oh. These are synthesized items. Which means they come with preset. They come with one affix that's set in stone. So it's. Let's just say if you get a really good synthesized mod or something, like it's real, or a fragmented mod, it's really good, dude. Because it helps you roll on top of it. So if you get like a tier 1 life fragmented on a really good base, I mean, you can roll it and always get that affix. I mean, it helps you roll. Because when you really good equipment, you need at least 3 or 4, you know, good affixes. I feel like for perfect, you'd have to have 6 tier 1 affixes, which. That's kind of hard to do on SSF. I guess you could do it theoretically. You have to metacraft though in order to do that. Hold on 1 second. I say, oh, okay. Phew. I say, okay. Is that all of them? You can also roll your flasks. So this flask gives me evasion rating, movement speed, armor during effect. They have you can only get prefixes and suffixes on flasks, but you also up the quality as well. This also gives me immunity for 6 seconds if you use while poisoned. So if I'm poisoned, I can use this. If I'm corrupted blood, I can use this. So it's a personal preference. There's unique flasks you can get also that do different things. It's a personal preference on how you want to do your blast tonight. So pretty much universally, everybody wants some kind of increased armor. It used to be that they wanted everybody to, you know, immunity to shock, immunity to fire, but now pretty much everybody rolls it. 1 flask with increased evasion, 1 flask with increased armor. Your divine flask to get rid of corrupted blood, and then after that is pretty much like maybe movement speed on your quicksilver. Yeah, I guess it's changed to 550. Yeah, I did actually get paid. Yeah, it did used to be 100. You're right. That's what confused me when I first got a check. I said, what? I said, damn, did I make $100 already? I said, show. I said, ha ha. Whoa. Sheesh. Just got wild with them guys right there. I say. Say today. Obliteration, that's corrupted though. This is a breach, so as you can see, breaches slowly open and then they close. So a lot of the mechanics in this game, if you've noticed, that's kind of interesting. No, it's not. Never mind. If you've noticed, a lot of the mechanics in this game are like kind of on timers. So the faster you kill, the more you're rewarded. So it's kind of cool, but then you kind of get in a hurry doing everything. Like that's why I like Diablo 2 better actually in the long run, is because the pace is slower. The only reason I'm still playing Path of Exile is I want to kill the pinnacle bosses on SSF. Or I've killed all the bosses, right? Shaper, Elder, Uber Elder, Maven. You know, I mean, I've killed all them and stuff, but I haven't killed all the Uber versions of them. Like Uber Elder, Uber Maven. So that's kind of... On SSF is what I mean, but that's the only reason I'm kind of still playing, I guess. I was hoping this build would be good enough to take them out fairly easily on SSF, because otherwise it's going to take me a long time to craft all the gear and stuff. You need a lot of defenses. I need to get my spell suppression to 100%. I need to make sure life's on all my gear. I need to make sure all my gear, I have all my resistances checked out. And then I have to make sure that all my damage is scaled good for my, you know, fire damage over time. I could get Awakened Gems, Awakened Burning damage, because Awakened Burning now at level 5 gives you a +1 fire skill, so I could get that. I don't know, there's a lot of things I could do, man. I've already got a +2 bow, so it's giving me +2 to all these gems. See, my gems aren't even level 20 yet. I haven't even played enough for my gems to be level 20. Once my gems hit level 20, I mean, I'm doing even more damage, because every gem level you get, especially after, I mean, it scales a lot, especially once you hit like near 20. Like one gem level makes a huge difference, actually. That's why on Amulet, I'm going to try to roll +2 gems. If I could roll, the best Amulet would be like a +2 all, and then a +2 fire. So I'd get a total of +2 to gems on my Amulet. Rolling that's not easy, though, I'll tell you that. I may not be able to do it. But if I got lucky, dude, I'd be like... You see my eyes bulge out of my head, like... But seriously, if you go to... Check these out now. Check these guys out real quick. Check these out. Now, Danig, this is Expedition. So you can run in there, but...
Welcome.
This guy exchanges, so you can exchange for the different artifacts for each one. Broken Circle, Black Scythe, and Exceptional... No. Broken Circle, Black Scythe, and I guess Order? I don't know. Anyway, you exchange there.
In a gambling mood?
With this girl, you gamble. So you use her currency, Astragali, to re-roll, and you use her currency, which is Broken Circle stuff, to gamble stuff.
Good luck.
Here for a deal.
Rog is good for solo self-found because you can craft with him. He uses lesser order. Actually, yeah, he uses order artifacts, not lesser order. I'm sorry. And you re-roll with scrap metal. So if I see something that's good, you know, I check the item level. It scales with the item level of your character. So if I really wanted this amulet, I'd pick it, and then it would go through a step like, do you want this or this? And a crafting phase to craft the item. I mean, I guess I could show you real quick. I don't see anything I really want. I guess I can re-roll it. But I was wanting to wait till my character was a little higher level first. Yeah, I guess I'll just wait. Anyway, this guy you refresh. All you do with him is refresh him, and you can haggle for items. So if I wanted to haggle for this, I click it, and then there's a slider I can haggle for it if I want it. This stuff's good for SSF because you can get a lot of stuff that's hard to just find drop. So in SSF, a lot of the people that race in this game, that try to complete the game as fast as possible or kill the pinnacle boss as fast as possible, they use ROG if they're doing it. Because since they're the fastest, they can't trail anybody because they're ahead of everybody, right? So they use ROG to craft because you can actually... I'd have to show you, man, but it's pretty... Sometimes you can get some really crazy stuff with him. That's the guy you go to the depths. So you go to the... I'll show you the mine encampment real quick. This one's been around for a while. I guess I could show you multiple mechanics. So you have Azerite, Flares, Dynamite. Oh, every league you get challenges too. To get cosmetics. Complete vendor rest fees to receive each of the following items. Defeat Adziri, Queen of the Vow for Epics of Sacrifice. I could do that real quick. That ain't gonna take long. I mean, you know, you just get random stuff that you can, you know, if you did run out of things to do, you could go through here and try to complete these, or you could make this your goal. Some people every league they just try to complete all these challenges and just get all the cosmetic rewards. But see, this is infinite. It keeps going and going, and every league people race to see who gets the deepest. I mean, like, you're not gonna run, like, you keep going and going and going, and there's all these notables. So like here, right here, contains items, contains weapons, contains azurite, which you use to upgrade your darkness, like to upgrade. Contains gems. And it's random. This roll's random compared to your character. So Val Outpost, contents unknown. So if you want to go over here, you have to spend azurite to path. This right here means that you got to find a wall that's hidden to blow up and get in here. This contains fossils, currency. Some of this stuff contains like special items. Like right here. No. Like it'll say minion items, and you get it, and it'll say like +1 to zombies, +1 and skeletons or something. Like you can get really like actually pretty interesting amulets and stuff here. Here we go. Contains lightning items, so you could come here and get like items with maybe some lightning affixes and stuff. And it's random how you roll it. So okay, cold items. Contains a harbinger. You can also there's also bosses. Like if you go deep enough, you have to find them, but you can find bosses in here too. Contains monsters from Beyond. Beyond's a mechanic that if you kill monsters, there's these little degens. There's these, not degens, but these little things on the ground. They don't affect you at all. But if they cluster together, it releases Beyond, like, I guess, demonic kind of Beyond creatures. That's that mechanic.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Oh, here's the menagerie. They had this a long time ago. This is if you're running Einhorner. You collect a bunch of beasts and you can get these things like create a unique ring, create a unique flask, and it's random what you get. There are some that you can't get though. I don't think you can get a headhunter from doing this, but I could be wrong. You might actually can. Create a rare talisman. Create an item, 25%, 23% quality corrupted gem. So you have to have, what this means is you can have any rare creature on the yellow ones. But like this right here, you'd have to have a Kraik sand spitter and a Kraik shield crab plus 2 rares. Here you'd have to have a ferric flame hellion alpha and then 3. Some of these are really rare, dude. Some of these creatures that you have to have for some of the really good crafts are really rare. These right here, you don't have to have any specific. You just have to have 4 rare creatures so you can roll your flasks and stuff. There's a lot of different recipes on there, actually. You can. It's not too in-depth, though, but that's another mechanic. Mining camp. Oh, yeah, Tane's Laboratory. I forgot about this one. I need to look at this. I didn't even have to actually look in here. This right here.
Welcome, exile.
You collect metamorphs and maps. And you can fight those metamorph encounters. So you collect these things in maps. You put all here in this, and it shows the difficulty and what you get, the affixes you get from them. You construct a metamorph basically. So you construct kind of a boss from. And if you go to the stash tab, you see all these metamorphs. These unique ones are from like unique like bosses that were metamorphed. So if you go into a map and it rolls to be a metamorph map, the boss of that map. So let's say we go into Mesa. Oak is the boss in Mesa. So you get Oak's Mighty Brains, and it says drops additional rare armor, drops additional divination cards, drops additional currency. But it also gives the boss Leap Quake. So it gives the boss the ability Leap Quake. So Brutal Strike, Shock Cascade. You basically customize. I don't have many of them because I haven't been running Metamorphs. I actually blocked it on my Atlas. See this one right here. And you get catalysts that can enhance your rings, amulets, belts. These are oils you get from Blight that you can enchant your. So like this allocates Revenge of Hunted. by wearing that amulet, I have that allocated just by wearing it. Even though I didn't path over there, I have it allocated because it's on my amulet. So. Thank you, brother. Gee. Alright, I'm gonna get off of here.
When I'm ready and not.
I'm gonna get off of here, so.